Welcome to Summoner's Rift. We will see upset Syndra in the bottom lane. And that is the first time all summer for upset. And technically, it is the second time that we have seen Nukeduck's Lucian. If you're an Origin fan and you believe in quick stats, he's got a 100% win rate on the champion.
Seems that Schalke want to get that earlier setup. They're going for the delayed invade. They sweep out the wards. Origin will have some information that this is being started. If we have a quick pan over to the bot lane, you'll notice the upset. He dragged the wave forward slightly, and this means that the wave is actually pushing in his favor. So that first melee minion is going to die, and this means the Origin, they're not going to hard shove the wave in. They're actually going to deny that early CS from Schalke, and this means that they can also get that level 2 much earlier, which then gives them an opportunity to go for an all-in play. So we're going to keep an eye on that as things play out. But this also means, and crucially, what it means in the grand scheme of things is that Gilius has split the map, or he can split the map. He's now hovering around the bot side of the map. Hook does land.
Not too bad from Jack Troll. Really level 1 though. TK Sen are going to be much stronger than a level 1 Syndra and Blitz.
Now he's going for a gank mid.
All right, let's take a look. Flash is available to Nukeduck. He's going to use the dash away, and despite the Sonic Wave, now the movement speed buff will help out Nukeduck. There comes Xerxes. Gilius with the respect flash early. Had the big ball. Bristle flashed forward. Gilius could have been in trouble, but he was out of there early enough.
Yeah, that was well played by, because bot lane's overextended. Xerxes looking for the play.
That's a very good tongue lash. The slow down, flash away though. Xerxes already secured 2. Sidestep from Neon, very cheeky. I think he anticipated that scat of the week. Absolutely ready for it, but look at this turnaround damage. I don't think there's kill threat without summoners. Xerxes does have to run for his life. He's rooted under the tower.
A lot, and we don't have time to break it down because Gilius already looking for another gank.
Nukeduck still has flash, and he had the ability to escape with the... They're really happy. I mean, small differences, nothing significant at all. And the question for me is, how is this Blitzcrank Syndra going to play out? Now they're getting a few more levels. Nukeduck has been able to dodge everything looted. We'll get to that in a second as now. It's a teleport straight down. Now, I heard somebody say yesterday, if you teleport into lane, it's almost enough to just die. Not enough for a gobble, but TP and flash blown. Bold teleport choice from Upsets.
Yeah, I think that now Origin's bot lane's at risk or a dive. And I think that because of Tom Kenshin's ability to reset the aggro, he can do it. Teleport is available on Odo Omne.
And level 6.
All right.
They go for the dive, but it would be bold. That would be like real
Well,
balls.
I think like they had a choice. They could either take Drake or they could take the dive. Dive is obviously riskier, but has higher potential reward, especially given the upset just uses teleports. But the Drake is the safer and easier play. So, you know, I respect Schalke for doing this, but also remember the Origin's comp is very much about getting early game advantages. And when you're drafting for the early game, when you're very much about lane dominance and playing through your lanes, and all I remember is they did not go to Worlds, and it was a very disappointing split for them. And like when you look at their schedule, the analysts were talking about it earlier in the day, they on paper have one of the easier ones.
It's potentially a tower. I think, at least to my brain, how you play the Schalke composition is a little bit simple.
Scared of?
What I love is the caveat. You know, Akali can beat Alfari, no correction. Akali can beat Aatrox, but this Alfari Aatrox is a different beast because now you need to add the pilot into the conversation. Alfari was able to escape there despite the engage, and the Rift Herald is available. This will be a big chunk of gold, and here comes OG for the response.
So I like the TP there from Schalke because not only were they committed to a dive, but also they want to use the Rift Herald early and they want to get that gold onto Neon. So they're rotating up. OG is trying to respond. They sent Upset and Jack Troll into mid lane in expectation of this possibility, and now they're in.
Not going to fire yet. Jack Troll senses it. He feels it. Dreams is not dodging enough, and despite all the damage,
there we go.
Neon is taken. The Sonic Wave finds. Gilius will not have Lee Syndrome today, and Shelly's been summoned so they can see the dragon as you talked about.
Yeah. I think that Schalke wanted to do this a little bit earlier. Sieging onto this tower will be a little bit harder because they're definitely not going to secure it, but they will get a lot of damage down. And as you rightly said, Origin going to secure themselves the match.
So we're still very even gold. The tower plates will give an advantage here to Schalke, but there's a tower.
There they go.
Rift Herald has just been taken up. 3 teleports up to the top. Odo's arrived. He gets interrupted by Scout of the Week. The kick back into up. upset. He's going low. Finally taken down. Then first blood secured. My God, Gilius himself. He finds a second onto Jack Troll, and now Call of the Forge God throws Alfari into the air. Dreams gobbles up Neon to escape, and here comes Xerxes. The prison locks up the catfish, and Dreams stays alive. That's a dash over towards Abadage, and Schalke 3 kills on the dive, and they may get the tower as well.
Well, I don't think they will. So, yeah, because Alfari survived and because Xerxes has shown up, Origin are able to stop the dive, but Schalke still accelerating their gold lead. They're the ones making the aggressive plays in the early game, quick shot.
Oh,
remember that when we set up the context of these comps, this is what we needed to be seeing from Origin, and yesterday they were doing it quite well. They were playing through Alfari pretty effectively. They were getting Nuktuk out of the lane and roaming, but this time they haven't been able to make any of the early ganks work, and it is Schalke utilizing the fact that they have this TP advantage, forcing this play to happen, and the fact that Xerxes wasn't there. It's a 4 versus 5 that they play so well. Abadage just dancing out of tower range. Of course, they do lose Gilius, but he gets himself 2 kills. And the fact that Neon lives here, whew,
unbelievable.
You can see here the body block coming in from Dreams as well to keep his AD carry alive.
I have to echo what Frosk said earlier on the analyst desk, that Schalke are currently playing like frequently. When discussing Origin recently, you know? Sure, yeah. Origin's honeymoon period with Jack Troll, the 2-0 weekend, was short-lived at the moment. Now, obviously I'm sounding quite damning because of the stakes and what's at risk. We're still very early in the game. It's 1,000 gold advantage. Dragon, they got the first Herald. Chains will pull Odoamne back. He's got Flash as well as the ultimate available, but if you look at the minimap, the entire Schalke army, Royal Blue, are flying north. They are looking for an engage. Jack Troll will not be caught out. That's a kick onto upset. The Sonic Wave finds his target. God, Gilius strikes again. Now Alfari's the next one. Abadaki dashes all the way forward with a perfect execution. Now turns attention to Xerxes. The Gobble's not available just yet, but the first tower of the game is about to fall. And this is what I was talking about. It is Schalke on the front foot. It is Schalke taking the advantages.
Yeah, it certainly is, Quickshot. Now look, this gold lead has accelerated to 3K, just like we saw from them yesterday, it feels like. And then now, what we're seeing on your screen is what seems to be Origin trying to set up for this Rift Herald play. Alfari is getting a great trade up on top lane, and Upset has also arrived. But it's actually Schalke that maintain control over the river, and because of the Tahm Kench ultimate, they're able to actually collapse first. So Xerxes and Nuktuk are far behind, and while Gilius doesn't quite get the flash kick that he wants, ultimately results in the end result of getting that kill. So Schalke then clean up Alfari, while the rest of Origin just have to sit there and watch as their 2 big carries end up getting destroyed.
This is
cooldown,
yeah.
So maybe Schalke don't want to force it.
Oh, they're feeling confident.
They're feeling confident.
Gilius has got his kick up, so he's going to say, I want this fight. Jack Troll with a decent rocket grab. Here comes Gilius over the wall. He's still got the kick. Alfari's going to be pushed away from the side. Odo's taking a lot of damage, and Nuktuk's culling.
Damage, really
melting through Dreams. OG have the hit points to play with. Call of the Forge God is a few seconds away, but the call is to concede. The call is to cancel. And they have backed away. Drake, number 2, goes the way of Origin.
Yeah, I think that because Schalke's ultimates work
as well, especially if they're able to find some picks like this one. So saying Nuktuk could be pretty happy. This is a teleport coming in. Upset flash for that as well because of the risk from behind. The railgun comes up, but Gilius finds a kick. Upset escapes. Xerxes very low. Abadage is looking for the execution. He finds one. Now all of a sudden Origin are caught out. I thought this looked so good to start with, but Schalke are now somewhat split up. Gilius, if he can find a Sonic Wave, maybe he can find the execute. It ends up being a 1-for-1, but I didn't see the summoners blown as well.
Yeah, ultimately you're trading Upset for Odoamne as well, which I think Schalke's gonna be like, yeah, okay, that's a fine trade. We're cool with that. No. Okay. I think in this situation that this was just a very solid pick from OG, and I like the fact that they caught Odoamne after having pretty good vision control around the bot side of the map. But Gilius does so much damage to Upset here, and it looks like he's initially going to lose his life, but Dreams comes in with the clutch. Great exhaust as well, and then Abadage is like, okay, this is my time to shine. Dive into the whole team, drop the Shroud, execute him, and he was looking for the second one onto Xerxes, but couldn't quite.
If Origin pick it up, they are 1 away from the soul. Yes, you've got a very good rocket grab onto Odoamne. He's going low. The Devour was fantastic from Dreams. Bought a lot of time. Call of the Forge God splits OG. And now Abadage, he's already taken down Nuktuk. He flashes to safety. The tower's still up. OG are wrecked. OG are locked in between the Royal Blue. And they are going to get aced. There is no doubt in my mind.
clean ace against Origin. That was flawless from Schalke. Beautifully done. And like, what else is there to say? Schalke, really hard.
Okay, I get
when
that.
you lose games like this.
So right now they're Vegeta at 60%, right? A loss puts them at Krillin, and if they lose again, they hit Yamcha. That's the tier. Do you think fans will buy into that?
I mean, I'm curious as to how many Dragon Ball fans there are out there.
There's a lot.
I hope there's a lot.
My Twitter will tell me.
But I can already hear my
game.
DMs from the pitch just being like, why are you calling us Yamcha? What does that mean?
No, I did. See, that's why I'm protecting you.
Yeah.
Martin.
Vegeta, like, I would say that... Hang on a second, because it looks like Abadaga's is about to get collapsed on. I'll give you my analogy in a second. You're going to love it.
No hourglass yet. All right, that's a flash forward. That's a punch up. And very nicely done.
Very dead.
They're going to get more as well. That's a teleport from Odo. He's going to fellow his breath backwards. Instantly pulled by the Rocket Crab. Going to regret that TP in the morning.
Okay, this is a huge pick now because Origin can immediately rush towards the ban. With 2 dead, 2 of the big engage tools, 40 seconds, this is exactly the play Origin needed to be able to swing this game back in their control.
God Gilius giveth. God Gilius taketh.
If he steals this Baron,
God Gilius needs to rise up for the Royal Blue and Schalke null fear. He's got Flash, he's got Smite,
Neon's
he's got
still
a
there as well.
Railgun from Neon. 4,000 HP, 3,000 HP, 2,500.
Oh, he got
Pulls to the Rocket Grab, pulled inside, Flash down, goes back in. Gilius, he
steals it!
He does it! Gilius, you are a god amongst men!
bow to your lord in God Gilius. One does not steal a Baron from him.
The Ultra Instinct play in the pit after Rocket Grab to flash out. Oh my word!
Oh my. Gilius cannot be stopped.
Origin or Piccolo? Yeah.
No, Origin is Gohan because they are. Listen, quick shot. Listen. He's Gohan. But he has to be. He's the one that had so much potential, but then could never live up to it later on into the series. Oh my words! Like, okay, so we have to watch this. Give us the slow-mo, please, observers. You do such a good job.
You know what? They're even highlighting the
Baron
we got
HP. The HP as well. That's perfect.
That
Okay,
is sick. Thank you for flashing. We saw it. We saw it.
So first of all, notice that Gilly's doing everything he can to not get hooked. Jack Troll lands the hook, right? And then the burst doesn't come through onto him, so he's able to flash out. He gets the shield from Neon as well. He then goes back into his own Q.
No, so he landed the Q earlier on Jack Troll.
Yes, he did.
Then got Rocket Grab.
Wait. And then an early smite came through?
Do it again.
Oh, from Dreams. It was Dreams. It has to have been Dreams, right? Dreams smited into the Gilius smite.
Oh, my word.
Because he has the unskilled spellbook. He has to have smited. I didn't get to see it on the replay, but like I saw 2 smites. Xerxes didn't use his, so it was combined effort. Neon, Dreams, and Gilius all did that together.
The communication.
That was great.
That was 5. This man, his champion pool was targeted by OG. OG looked him in the eyes and said, "We can beat your Lee Sin." No, you cannot. Confirmed from the observers, Vedius, you were spot on. Dream smited first, was then secured by Gilius. They even had the marketing on point to let him get the final shot. And of course, higher level, that's why. Nevertheless, now with Baron, 40 seconds left, Schalke under the tower. We are flabbergasted on the caster desk as the turret does fall with the Velo's breath, as well as the push forward from Odo. Summoner Heal comes out from Dreams. Sonic Wave on Jack Troll. Gilius is not going to follow that one. Minion Wave pushing middle and bottom. As now the inhibitor turret is under siege.
Oh my word, Schalke. They took down Fnatic. They took down
You
G2.
said it!
The only one left of the old kings is that Origin, and now they're dismantling them. Opportunity for them. Here we see another pick coming in. Gilius, though, takes 0 damage. He just goes into the fray.
Goodbye, Jack Troll. He puts the silence out, and it's going to be a kill.
Oh, Abadage!
Look at that! Just dancing in the shadows and doesn't care. Alfari's picking a fight with Neon and Dreams keeps Neon alive. The flash over, looking for the gobble. That's a lobster to be eaten up, but Dreams cannot find the last hit. Call to the Forge God, knocks Bristle and Sejuani up in the air. Gets blown up before the GA can even pop. 0-0-13, make that 14 for Neon. 0-0-11. Schalke null fear. secured 17 kills, conceded 5. They will pick up their 5th win, their 4th in a row. They will double the number of scenarios, percentage-wise. 8% of scenarios. Schalke, I believe in the miracle run.
The miracle run is alive. I don't know